Today I'd like to start a series where I work mainly 32-bit Puppy Linux and slowly build up into BSPWM window manager installation and use. Throughout this series, I will use 32-bit Puppy Linux, Focal Pup 32, and I will also leave a specific uh, a site where you can download the latest build. And once you install it on USB and boot up from the USB, you will get the same screen that I'm showing now. And to get through the initial setup, what you have to do is go down to English USA, which is already there. And the next is we want to go down to all the way down to, in my case, is I live in near Los Angeles, but it is best to avoid the Los Angeles because of difficulties with the clock syncing properly. So I've always, in Puppy Linux, I've always used the US Pacific as I'm showing here for proper clock synchronization only on the West Coast of United States. Here English is already chosen, then we get the time from the internet, and then rest of it is okay, and then click OK. And you'll notice that there is a icon network, Wi-Fi is not connected, so we will right click on it and then enter setup networking, wired or wireless, simple network setup. And in my case, although I do have Ethernet, I will go ahead and demonstrate Wi-Fi, which is here, and it's scanning the available Wi-Fi connections. And this is fine for me, Chang. And then we'll enter my password. And then connect. And we'll keep an eye down here, see when we got connected. Still okay, now it's connected, and we can see the change here. And then we'll start the firewall, that's fine, and then apply. So it's setting up the firewall, and so next time when it boots, it will use the same method and the password, so we'll set it as default. Okay. And then now, since it's set up, we can use the synchronization app, so it synchronizes with the time through the internet. So, and then it's set up, Wi-Fi is set up, so you can go through the rest of it as proper. So I just heard the sound, so the sound card is properly set up. But if you have a mouse or anything else you want to set up at this point, that's fine. But primarily at this point, what is important is to properly set up a save file or save folder, so that next time when it boots, the Puppy Linux will use this. We don't have to go through the setup again. So we'll go ahead and sign out, and then okay. First boot is is always important. So we'll just go ahead and we'll go through that now. We're gonna reboot, and we're gonna have to save the folder. So we'll click the save, and then I have a hard drive that's partitioned into SDA1 and SDA2. So it wants to create a save folder in SDA1, that's fine. Normal, we don't need any encryption for save folder. Save. And you can just name anything you want or even leave it blank, but in my case, I'll just say YouTube, so UT. And that's gonna, I can tell the save file, save folder name by UPUPFF plus dsave plus UT. So UT is the keyword that I'll be looking for when I reboot and make sure that the UT folder does get used. So we'll say okay. Yes, now he wants to save it on first partition under this directory, and the save folder is going to be ff plus dsave dash ut. Ut is the, so that's all correct. I know it's somewhat confusing for you, but it's very important first time when you save. So it's gonna go through. So it's a first reboot, and when it so now this is my laptop, so I use it for many other purposes. But what I need to use is the save folder with the UT, so which is number 3. So I'll just enter number 3, and then enter. So these save folders are very useful. So for example, if you and your wife are using the same computer, you can have one save folder with for you and the other one for her, and then you can just choose whoever's using the computer. So we'll just go through number 3, and we'll let it load. So we should end up in the same screen as when we last saved the Puppy Linux. Still continuing on. This is a very slow machine, 32-bit Celeron with a 2 gig of RAM. So now finished. So we know we saved the folder properly because we do not have to go through the setup again. And even the Wi-Fi is already connected. So I think from now on, I'll use a simple screen recorder, so I don't have to record it through my Google phone here. So this is it for the first bootcamp series. Thanks.